Hola nuevos amigos, soy señorita García. ¿Cómo están hoy? ¿Están muy bien? Me alegro. In this lesson of Nuevos Amigos, we will be learning about the different types of reptiles that you would find in a rainforest, and that's el bosque tropical. Reptile in Spanish is reptil. El reptil. Say it with me. El reptil. The verb for the day will be to examine, examinar. Say it with me, nuevos amigos. Examinar. Una vez más. Examinar. Muy bien. We will also learn about the country of Nicaragua. Let's go to Juanita with a question of the day.
What are some characteristics of a reptile? Good luck. Buena suerte.
Oh, nuevos amigos, that's a hard question, but I know that you'll figure it out. We'll learn the answer later in this lesson. Let's take a moment to listen to this poem about the chameleon. Chameleon in Spanish is camaleón. Repeat after me. El camaleón. Repite una vez más. El camaleón. Excelente. Pay close attention and see if you can recognize any of the words in the poem. El camaleón cambia. El camaleón cambia de colores. Cha, cha, cha. Cambia de verde a rojo, a café, a anaranjado y a gris. El camaleón cambia de colores. Cha, cha, cha. Hoy es café, pero mañana será morado. El camaleón cambia de colores. Cha, cha, cha. Y esto se llama el camuflaje. El camuflaje. Olé. What words did you recognize? El camaleón? Yes, el camaleón is the chameleon. Did you see the chameleon change colors? What colors did you see? Green? Green is verde. Red? Red is rojo. Brown? Brown is café. I saw the chameleon turn orange. Orange is anaranjado. And gray? Gray is gris. Muy bien. Excelente trabajo, nuevos amigos.
I'm here to bring you the verb for the day. The verb for today is examinar, to examine. Say it with me. Examinar. Let's use examinar in a sentence. Voy a examinar al camaleón cambiar de colores. Voy a examinar al camaleón cambiar de colores. That means I'm going to examine the chameleon while it is changing colors. Before we move on, let's sing our theme song and use the verb for the day, examinar.
Voy a examinar al camaleón cambiar de colores y así aprendo más y más y más y más. Ulala, ulala, y así aprendo más. When many people think of the jungle, they think of huge, deadly snakes. But this is not the case in the canopy, where very few species pose any threat to humans. The majority of canopy snakes are constrictors or mildly venomous species and are rarely encountered by humans. Snake in Spanish is víbora. La víbora. Say it with me. La víbora. Una vez más. La víbora. Even in the canopy, chances are you will not see many snakes since numerous species camouflage themselves like leaves and vines. Camouflage is when an animal changes colors or patterns and blends in with its surroundings, making it difficult to see. This can help an animal hide from other animals that might want to eat it. Camouflage in Spanish is camuflaje. El camuflaje. Say it with me. El camuflaje. Una vez más. El camuflaje. Excelente. The best known venomous canopy-dwelling snake is the eyelash viper of the New World, which exists in several different color forms, including yellow, amarillo, green, verde, olive, olivo, and orange, anaranjado. The eyelash viper is so named for the presence of small horned scales above the eye. Scales in Spanish is escamas. Las escamas. Repitan conmigo. Las escamas. Also found in the canopy are various constrictors of the boa family, which use their strong muscles to squeeze their prey to death. Boa constrictor in Spanish is la boa constrictor. La boa constrictor. Say it with me. La boa constrictor. Snakes can smell their prey with their tongues. Tongue in Spanish is lengua. La lengua. Say it with me. La lengua. Wow! Isn't that interesting? Let's take a look at our first fun fact.
Fact. Some lizards can fly by stretching out flats of skin and glide between trees. Hecho. Algunos lagartos pueden volar. Se estiran colgajos de la piel para poder deslizarse entre los árboles.
There are many different types of lizards that live in the rainforest, such as iguanas, geckos, chameleons, and water dragons. Lizard in Spanish is lagarto. El lagarto. Say it with me. El lagarto. Muy bien. Probably the best known lizard of the rainforest is the iguana, especially since it is a popular pet. The iguana in Spanish is la iguana. Repite conmigo, la iguana. The iguana can be found in all areas of the rainforest. It is an excellent swimmer and will plunge into water when it feels threatened. The iguana lays eggs to reproduce, and their young generally forage on the forest floor, eating invertebrates such as insects, worms, and snails. Adults feed mostly on plants, but occasionally will catch small mammals. Iguanas are large greenish lizards of the New World, which have the unique ability to fall over 60 feet from canopy trees without getting hurt. Their strong tail is used for balance during the fall and catching branches to break the impact of the fall. Iguanas often inhabit limbs that overhang rivers, so they are able to escape predators by dropping into the river and wading underwater for over 30 minutes until the coast is clear. Iguanas can grow up to 6 feet in length, though some are generally smaller. Iguanas have the ability to undergo a small color change to better blend into their surrounding environment. But the true color change artists of the forest are the chameleons, los camaleones, of which every forested continent has its own. Chameleons are lizards that have the ability to rapidly change their colors to match their surroundings, although they tend to change more in accordance with their emotions. The Old World or true chameleons of Africa and Madagascar have the best color change ability and will often assume bright orange, purple, and blue coloring to reflect their mood. South America has the anole, a much less spectacular chameleon, while Asia has the agamus.
Fact. A python does not squeeze the air out of its prey. It waits for it to exhale and then tighten its coils. Hecho, un pitón no aprieta el aire de su víctima, pero se espera hasta que exhale, entonces enrolla a su víctima y la aprieta.
The gecko, another type of lizard, also lives in the rainforest as well and has many adaptations that are excellent for living in the rainforest. For one thing, the gecko's feet has ridges on the base so that it can climb straight up trees and even upside down across ceilings. Some geckos even have prehensile tails so that they can grasp branches and other objects. Geckos are mostly active at night, so they do not have brightly colored skin, although geckos that are active during the day have brighter colors. Most geckos eat insects, but there are some species that will eat small mammals and birds, and others feed on nectar. Geckos are really beneficial because they eat a variety of insects as well as cockroach eggs.
An alligator bites its prey and takes it to the bottom of the water and drowns it before eating it. Hecho, un cocodrilo muerde a su víctima y la lleva a lo más bajo del agua. Ahoga a su víctima antes de comérsela.
The Caiman, Caiman crocodilians, is a widely distributed medium-sized crocodilian. In Spanish, you pronounce it Caiman. Say it with me, el Caiman. Muy bien. It's about 6.5 to 8 feet long. The Caiman, or el Caiman, is widely found in Central America and northern South America, ranging from southern Mexico to Peru and Brazil. The Caiman is the most popular of the New World crocodilians. It is found in almost all of the lowland, wetlands, and riverine habitats in its range. It prefers still, fresh water. Juveniles are yellow with black spots and bands. Adults are a dull olive green with a whitish belly. These carnivores eat fish, including piranha, amphibians, reptiles, and water birds, using their 72 to 78 teeth. Females lay about 22 eggs in late summer in soil and vegetation nests. Do you know how to say egg in Spanish? Egg in Spanish is huevo. Say it with me, el huevo. Say it again, el huevo. And there you have that silent H. Muy bien, nuevos amigos.
Wow, that sure was a lot of information about reptiles. Let's listen to what our special guest, the Texas Snake Man, has to say about some of the reptiles in the rainforest.
Hola, Nuevos Amigos. Hi, my name is Jackie Bibby and they call me the Texas Snake Man. I've been involved handling reptiles, primarily snakes, for about 35 years. You may have seen me in the Guinness Book of World Records or on many television shows where I've had an opportunity to tell people about reptiles. We're going to talk a little bit today about the reptiles of the Central American rainforest. Now, most animals are classified as a result of some characteristic. Reptiles are known as reptiles because they crawl. Reptile means to crawl. Also, a very common characteristic of the reptiles is that they have scales upon their skin. Now, there are several different types and kinds of reptiles. They fall into 4 different groups. One group is the turtles. Another group is the crocodiles and the alligators. Another group is the most well-known group, which is the snakes, and the other group is the lizards. All these are reptiles, and they're known as herps. Those individuals who study reptiles are known as herpetologists. Some of the reptiles we have on set to share with you today is the turtle, which we have inside here. And we also have a snake, and this is the red-tailed boa. Now, this is a pretty common pet snake. A lot of people use these for pets because they're not very aggressive. And this is not a poisonous snake, it's a constrictor. By constrictor, we mean that this animal squeezes its prey to kill it prior to eating it, and he does swallow his prey whole. He doesn't chew his prey up. He just swallows it whole. There are a lot of different kinds of reptiles in the rainforest. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals. That means that they have to regulate their body temperature by the environment that they come out of. And of course, the rainforest is a very tropical, temperate environment, So it's very conducive to reptiles living there. So there's a lot of different kinds of reptiles in the rainforest. The two largest snakes in the world come out of the rainforest, and that's the anaconda and the reticulated python. Now this is a relatively small snake. This snake will get much larger, but the anaconda and the python both attain a length between 25 and 30 feet, and they get upwards of 400 pounds. So they're a very huge snake and very, very impressive. But there's a lot of different types and kinds of reptiles, and many of them are found in the rainforest. And remember, these reptiles maintain a very critical ecological balance by preying on many of the animals that would become too numerous if the reptiles didn't eat them. So that's all we have for today. Adios.
Muchas gracias, Texas Snake Man. That was very interesting. It's time for our Nuestra Cultura segment. Before we learn about the country of Nicaragua, let's go ahead and sing our rap song about the Central American countries.
Centroamérica. Panamá, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica. Centroamérica. Panamá, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica. Centroamérica.
The Central American country that we'll be learning about is Nicaragua. Let's say it together, Nicaragua. Muy bien. Now, the official name of the country is La República de Nicaragua, or the Republic of Nicaragua. The capital of Nicaragua is Managua. The city is also known as Novia de Xolotlán, or Bride of Xolotlán, a volcano. 1 in 4 Nicaraguans live in Managua. Let's take a look at a historic and cultural landmark in Managua. This is the Palacio Nacional de la Cultura. It's the National Palace of Culture. It's a beautiful building. ¡Qué hermoso es! The unit of currency in Nicaragua is the Córdoba. It is named after the famous explorer and Spanish conquistador Francisco Hernández de Córdoba. The flag of Nicaragua has 3 stripes with the country's coat of arms in the center. The blue stripes represent the water that borders the country on both sides. The white stripe stands for purity. The words República de Nicaragua, América Central form a circle around the coat of arms. The blue triangle shows a sea, 5 volcanoes, a red cap, and a rainbow. This flag was adopted on August 27, 1971. Spanish is the official language, a language that is a mix of English and Spanish or Creole, Black Carib, and indigenous languages are also spoken. A native from Nicaragua is also called a Nicaragüense. Nicaragua has a population of about 5 million people. They refer to themselves as Nicas. Most Nicas are mestizos, people of Spanish and Indian ancestry. Others are descended from Europeans or Black Africans. Today, only about 5% are Indians. In Nicaragua, many people follow the Spanish custom and have 2 surnames or last names. These 2 combine the surnames of the mother and father. For example, a girl might be named Maria Rosa Guerrero. If Maria marries a man named Pablo Martinez, she will be known as Maria Guerrero de Martinez. Muy bien. Nicaragua is the largest country in Central America. Honduras borders Nicaragua to the north, and Costa Rica lies to the south. On the west coast is the Pacific Ocean. On the east coast is the Caribbean Sea. Nicaragua has many types of land and water. Rich farmland lies along the Pacific coast. A row of volcanoes stands farther inland. Remember, when you take care of your world, you also take care of yourself. Let's save the rainforest.
The question of the day was, what are some of the characteristics of a reptile? Reptiles are vertebrates, which means they have backbones. Reptiles also have scaly skin and are cold-blooded. Did you guess correctly, Nuevos Amigos? Great!
Fabuloso! Okay, Nuevos Amigos, it's journal time. Let's take out your Spanish journals and write the words we've learned today. Verde, verde. Amarillo, amarillo. Anaranjado, anaranjado. Rojo, rojo. Gris, gris. El camuflaje, el camuflaje. El reptil, el reptil. El lagarto, el lagarto. La boa constrictor, la boa constrictor. La víbora, la víbora. El caimán, el caimán. El camaleón, el camaleón. La iguana, la iguana. Las escamas, las escamas. El huevo, el huevo. And there's a silent H. La lengua, la lengua. Thank you for writing in your Spanish journal. Gracias, nuevos amigos. You've done a great job today. Han hecho un trabajo fantástico. Keep your Spanish journal at your side for each lesson of Nuevos Amigos. Be sure to put these words on your word wall in your classroom. The verb for the day was examinar, and the sentence using the verb was voy a examinar al camaleón cambiar de colores. We also learned verde, amarillo, anaranjado, rojo, gris, el camuflaje, el reptil, el lagarto, la boa constrictor, la víbora, el caimán, el camaleón, la iguana, las escamas, el huevo y la lengua. You've done a wonderful job, nuevos amigos. I hope you have learned a lot of information on the many different types of reptiles of the rainforest. Remember, Nuevos Amigos, if you find any new interesting information on reptiles or the rainforest, I'd like to hear from you. Have your teacher email me. Mándame un correo electrónico. The address is nuevosamigos@dallasisd.org. Remember, when you learn to speak another language, you also make new friends. Acuérdense, cuando aprendemos más de un idioma, podemos hacer nuevos amigos. Adiós.